Welcome back to another episode of the RADelaide Summit podcast. This week we cover special guest KOM Butcher. Super Series done and won. We probably smell. I definitely smell.
I can smell myself.
And much, much more. Come along for the ride.
If you're new to the podcast and haven't listened before, each week we scour the Strava leaderboards, watching you do your efforts up Norton Summit and discuss them here on the podcast, whether you like it or not. There's a chance we might shame you, but we promise not to name you personally, and the odds are high we'll probably shame ourselves because we're just not as fast as you. Look, at the end of the day, our goal is to encourage and celebrate everyone going up Adelaide's best hill climb, Norton Summit, and reaching their own goals. So with that, let's introduce ourselves. We are your summiteers. Wang.
G'day.
Gashi.
Ciao.
Frankie.
What the fuck is that? Sorry, I'm going to read this out. Haro Gazimus.
It's better.
Stitch up.
KOM Butcher.
Hi there.
And I am Alex. Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners, to another RADelaide Summit podcast.
All right, as always, we need to know what has been happening on and around the summit this week. Francesca.
Hello.
Happening? Hello.
I'm a bit aloof at the moment. I apologise.
Aloof.
Yeah, aloof. Just a bit all over the shop. So I ended up going to the doctor this week, and it turns out that Prozac or Prolapse or whatever the fuck I called it last time has actually been giving me euphoria. So it's like...
So it's like you're off your face.
Basically, it was too good, so they're weaning me back off it now.
Oh, so you're too happy.
Yeah, and I didn't realise that I could actually...
panel of like, you don't even need to go to the doctor.
You know you're taking it to balance out your dopamine levels.
Yeah, but like I didn't realise it could go...
Dopamine gives you euphoric feelings.
Yeah, no, but it was too much, and I didn't know that you could just get too much dopamine. So anyway, they were like, it's probably not good because then it might lead to other like problems. I was like, fuck, how many problems can I have? So I'm just on a bit of a come down, so I feel a bit weird.
I feel you. That
You're
was
an
my
addict.
30s. It was a come down every day. I'm not joking.
These Schmirnoff Double blacks.
Are
Are they hitting already?
Oh, yeah.
I decided to do some telescoping into the universe. I don't know if... Did I say that about that last
Well,
week?
last week you were
Last week.
appreciating space.
I was, and I thought,
And
okay,
you
well,
I'm going to
identified as
buy
a
a
fridge.
telescope.
yeah. I told you about the telescope? I can't remember.
telescope.
No.
Okay, so I ended up going down up north to Dublin, and there's apparently a good like views of the sky. And this telescope, it's got like a zoom of times 80.
The Hubble.
And I saw Saturn with my own eyes.
You saw Saturn?
Like it was so zoomed into this telescope that the rotation of the Earth, like it moved Saturn out of the telescope within 15 seconds.
Did you know
Yes.
if you go into your bathroom,
Yes.
turn around, look over your shoulder at the mirror,
Yeah.
you can see Uranus.
Oh my God.
It's usually a full moon for me.
That was very good. That was wonderful. Thank you. You're right at home.
You are my people. Yeah, thank you.
And I also saw Jupiter, which I was just like gobsmacked, just seeing all the different colours.
Big.
Yeah, it is big. And I was just like, holy fuck, I'm seeing it with my own eyes. Anyway, so that happened this week.
You've done more in 1 week than I do in like 6 months. Right?
Yeah, because you're like ride sleep.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, I mean, don't say that. That's offensive.
We heard
do
from
so
Burn
much. We're so
Cobloaf,
busy.
it's like ride
Oh,
sleep.
We're busy people, guys.
Well, speaking of bikes, I actually have a question for you. I'd like to know what you think. So,
Question times later, Frankie.
no, well,
Go.
YOLO.
All right,
So
all right.
I think I've already asked you guys, but anyway, so I've been doing ergos this week. Obviously for training. I was in Zwift because I had a free membership, but then I've gone over to Trainer Road because that's what I just prefer.
I can't support that statement, sorry.
Okay, anyway, sorry.
Not the
Zwift
world's
every
greatest
day.
training platform.
So,
She
'cause
was
I-
our people.
yeah, because I was used to Zwift. I was used to clicking onto a work, like a session, and it would have a target cadence that I would have to hit with too.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, in Trainer Road, it didn't have a target cadence. So I was like, okay, interesting. And it was a session that was like one of those breakthrough sessions where it was like it's supposed to be really, really difficult for your FTP. And I was able to do the session. However, I had to keep my cadence really low because that's the only way I could have done it. So do you think that is cheating, or do you think I've still technically completed the session successfully?
I'm all for success. I'm always in support of success. But I'm almost like, was it actually harder than keeping the cadence normal?
Well, no, for me it was a lot easier to keep the cadence lower, and I could finish it that way.
So what was hard about it? Was it getting your heart rate up? Because that's what happens when you're on faster cadence, or is it you just felt easier using your legs?
It felt easier on my legs, and I just felt like I would have blown up if I was trying to... Because I know if you were to spin faster, it makes the resistance easier, because
you're like on top of the gear.
Because you're on top of it. But for whatever reason... Because it was 1 minute on, 1 minute off, and I was doing like 170% FTP or something ridiculous.
Holy dooly.
Like ridiculous.
70% of it.
I can't, like, that's a guess.
I
saw your...
Do you want a jersey?
I saw your...
Yeah, no, right?
I saw your reaction. I was like, no, that's wrong.
No.
My FTP was 205 in Trainer Road, and it went up to 270 for 1 minute on.
So it was 130%.
Okay, wow, I was really off. I'm not
That's still solid.
That's still good.
Yeah,
That is still solid.
But I was just wondering, I finished the session and I had to just keep my legs quite slow, and I just thought, should I have aimed to do between 90 and 100 cadence, or is doing it between 70 and 80?
I personally think you're reading too much into it.
Yeah, I'm
I
with you there.
You just like...
As long as you maintain the power target.
You did the
that's
session.
fine.
I call it success.
Yep.
I'm here.
Okay, so
I think it's good.
However,
Eventually
like,
step up
don't
the
think
cadence.
that I'm just going to do my own thing every time the coach tells me to do this, but if you get instructions, try.
Yeah, I agree.
There is some merit in, I wouldn't say 90 to 100, but above that, there is merit in high cadence VO2 max efforts.
Because that's what I
There is quite a lot of
thought.
research in that, but you know what? Fucking amen. You smashed it. Good
Okay,
work.
thank you. That answered my question.
What else,
and also,
what else happened? Besides
I
getting
got
high and
asked
looking
out
at
at
the stars?
Woolworths.
Fuck yeah, you
What?
did.
Yeah, I did. Let me tell you the story. It was
Yeah,
kinda
let's go.
crazy.
do.
At Woolworths. I love this.
So I was walking down the
Woolies.
flower
I'm
aisle.
butchering another pen, please.
Yeah, there you
She's
go.
on Struggle Street.
Give the girl a pen.
I was walking down the flower aisle, and I was in this like cute little sundress, and I felt really cute. Anyway, I was my back was,
Wasn't that
facing
one
the
that kept
aisle.
blowing up,
Yeah.
was it?
And anyway, I got a tap on my shoulder, and I turn around. It's a
That's
70-year-old
sexual
man.
harassment. What?
Sorry, what? Hang on. 17?
70-year-old man, and he just says to me, he's like, "Oh, love, I just want to let you know that you are quite beautiful." Anyway, I was like, "Oh, thank you very much. Like, that's very sweet." Just said, like, I'm just feeling a bit sad, so like hearing that is like, it's lovely. Anyway, I shouldn't have said that, because then he was like, "Now, it's been quite a long time for me, and I haven't had a girlfriend, but I was wondering if you would like to be my girlfriend." And I was like, "No,
What?
thank you."
What?
And then just walked away.
Did you ask him if he was rich first?
No, I mean, look, when I
Come
left, I was
on.
like, man, that could have been like a way
You
to
said
get
you
a
want
house.
Yeah, you said you wanted a house. There you go. Let's go.
But yeah, getting hit on
Okay,
a
so when are you going out with old mate
Absolutely
When are you
fucking
going out
nah.
Oh, wrinkly balls.
Poor bloke, though. It kind of got me thinking about like loneliness in the elderly.
Hats
like
off to him, eh? That's
Yeah,
bullshit.
I mean,
It is ballsy.
it is ballsy for someone who's a lot younger.
Obviously
like
can't
who
use
just
Tinder.
was, who was just went for it.
That'd be Cinder.
Cinder, yeah.
or something, yeah.
Kudos to you, mate. But it just kind of made me think, like, a lot of
Couple of
older
blue pills and
people.
it could be the best night of your life.
Fuck no, no. I'm growing
Might
cobwebs
be the
back.
worst for him. Might not make it.
Just got to make sure he takes his warfarin and
Oh my
everything else.
god! But yeah. Anyway, so that was me this week.
It is,
Who's
not
next?
to be morbid, but it is the only inevitability is dying alone. Sorry.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
That's a bit
You will always
depressing.
die alone. Sorry.
Thanks,
I wanna die with my
man.
bike.
Did you bring your bike in?
Up Norton's. No, it's in the car.
Okay.
All right, who's
Okay.
next? Who's on this sheet? Alex.
sheet.
Me.
Alex, no cramps. Oh,
Not yet.
No, I cramped.
During-
I cramped.
Cramps? You cramps.
So yeah, obviously I went away, came back, first full week back into it, and my body is hating life.
Why
Right
is
now.
that? Is it just because you threw yourself back into whatever the fuck
Yeah,
you
just straight
did?
into like whatever I was doing prior to walking around New Zealand.
And did you like relax in New Zealand at all or not?
I don't do relaxing very well.
How many
okay.
days was New Zealand?
10.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
I walked a lot.
Did that make you
not ride and not go to the gym.
Yeah, that's fair.
But no. So like the usual stuff. I'm excited for summer riding. Like now that Super Series is done, I'm excited just to ride.
What do you like so much about summer riding? Because the heat
Freedom.
After 10 o'clock is actually age.
Have you ever done a Wang training camp and had a slushy like 3/4 of the way through?
Delicious.
Is that at like a petrol station?
Yeah.
Yes. So
$3
I'm excited for that.
slushies. Oh,
They're probably $5.50 now. You could put them on PayPal. No, not PayPal. Afterpay.
Afterpay.
Yeah,
I
you'd
just
have to
finished
pay a
paying off my
Slurpee.
bread. It was amazing. I got a little like voucher thing, gift certificate there. Anyway, we're going to Ballarat. What do you think about?
we'll
We
do
are. We're going to Ballarat. So we get excited about the Grand Fondle
We're
again
going to
over in
stay with
Ballarat.
Shelly's mum.
Wasn't that like a month ago?
No,
it's in
that
January.
was Shep.
That was Shep.
And
That was
they
Shep.
met Nat.
They're all the same.
But this is the other Nat.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many gnats are there in a year?
There's two. There's a Masters Nat,
Masters
so
and an elite.
she's above 30.
Yeah.
She is in him.
No, she as
As in
nationals Nat.
But there's actually also Masters and that's at
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Ballarat as well, which is weird.
Yeah.
They just had them.
And then we had a call out for a teamy ride yesterday.
Yeah, that's good.
Basically, the whole elite team rocked up, and Miss Piggy and a chapter too late. So
Oh,
they
cute.
got comms and cups everywhere as we
Wow.
were just cruising up Port Road, which is quite
Right.
interesting.
Amazing.
And yeah, Super Series today.
Cute.
It was exciting.
Wang.
Wang.
What do I do? Standard week.
800 Ks.
23 and a half hours.
Probably more than me
823. Yeah, I don't get paid for it, unfortunately.
What's your opinion on that? Doing 24 hours on the bike, like at what point do you think you're getting
this justification
minimal gains
of you actually doing good shit?
As a
pro?
As a pro?
I'm not a pro.
Oh, that's so variable.
Variable.
I think for the guys, they really go up there a lot more hours and
More than 24 hours.
oh, definitely,
Yeah, they do.
definitely.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's a
crazy.
full-time job
Yeah.
for them.
Not crazy.
Yeah.
It's a full-time job.
Yeah.
We've got to crack on.
You hear stories of like Dylan Van Baal, like in pre-season doing like 38 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
35 to 40 hours in
Lots.
their pre-season.
Hard, man.
Oh, and I'm still a baby pro.
What
You're right,
total
thank
segue? I know that we might get. What's your biggest week you've ever done?
Tour de France. Oh man.
How many hours was that?
Oh, hours, weeks.
Or kilometre, whatever.
Kilometre weeks was Tour de France. That was the biggest week I'd ever done. Hours week would probably be not far off somewhere leading into Tour de France. I reckon for me, the biggest hours I've done is, around 26 to 29 hours. Maybe 20, yeah.
Solid.
So solid. I like to
Like a
train
working
hard,
week, yeah.
But that's not all the time. Average could be 20 to 24 hours a week.
My ham sandwich would actually.
Oh, don't get me started, we could
Oh, okay, let's talk
go
about this
down a
later.
path down there.
Can we revisit that later?
Let's save that. Suck it in for a bit.
gonna-
And we'll let it all out in a
I'm
second.
going to just write down
We'll put the
ham
ham
sandwich.
sandwich in the toaster for a while.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
come back and get it later when it's
Oh,
ready.
delicious. Big fan. You got to be about it. You got to
No cheese,
reciprocate.
though,
You know.
Oh, gosh.
What else happened?
What else has happened,
Monday,
Wayne?
what did we do? Monday night we did I was a half a Warriors ride. It was just me and
I'm available for that tomorrow.
you tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Cool, excellent. Are you available?
No, I'm not
No,
doing it.
Fortnightly Warriors for Cash, you remember?
Yeah, fortnightly.
Thank you.
Just did a standard Monday ride with the Warriors on Monday night. Tuesday night, me and Akon were supposed to do a recovery ride.
Akon. Yeah, Akon.
Real
You're
Shamoy.
hanging out with
Real
rappers
Shamoy.
now.
Akon.
Well, that's his name in another chat. So
His handle name on Instagram, actually.
it is correct.
Yes.
You were supposed to
Jason
do
Derulo
an
next
easy
week.
ride on Tuesday night.
Sandrulo.
We went up Ernstie's, then across Snake Gully,
Where the fuck is
up
that?
Kersbrook,
Up north.
Checkers.
up Checkers,
Yeah.
and then back
I
through the
did
gorge.
not go on this ride.
Oh,
On
that's a
your
bit
TT
north.
bike.
On my
I don't
TT.
visit north.
On my
Neither.
TT bike.
On your TT. That's epic.
Oh,
Try doing Checkers on your TT bike. Emma.
That's going to hurt.
Yeah.
Fuck. Saturday was a little teamy ride. That was quite nice. A few coffees at World's Greatest Cafe, Contour.
Yep.
And then today was the Super Series.
Efficient,
So, get into that later.
delicious.
Cashing.
I did a couple more hours this week. It was
You
good.
did. You were MIA this week, were you?
Yeah,
I didn't have to
work.
do any welfare calls on you to see if
No,
you were still alive.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Work was hectic.
Still.
But all up with climbing, gym, and riding, I hit 13 hours. So I was pretty stoked with about 45 hours of work as
Pretty
well.
much full-time cyclist now.
I have to speak to my boss. No, I'm not speaking to my boss about that. A little bit of dad duties. Went swimming yesterday as well as a little teamy ride. That was great. A few too many coffees.
Never.
It's pretty good. Today was great, but also shout out to Garden Meaden.
Yeah, I was going to say that later. Notable mentions.
Yeah, notable mentions.
Shout
Let's
out
get
to
back
him.
to that, But all in all, it has been a great week. Great weather. And
It's continuing next week as well, I think.
Yeah, it's been a great year with the Keystone peeps as well. Love that.
Aw.
You love us, and you're never going to leave.
That's pretty good, we'll say. And got a couple of good white tags on the indoor climbing as well. So life's pretty good. I've got skin missing, but that's okay.
Bouldering for life.
Yeah. What about KOM Butcher?
KOM Butcher. What's been happening?
Oh, mate, as a pro, look, our weeks don't crack on quite as much as yours. So, this week I call it fat camp, but it's actually just a few days of fitness. So I had 4 days of...
Fat camp.
That sounds awful.
It's fat camp, getting fit. I had 4 days of getting fit camp, but I call it fat camp. It's just a little joke.
Okay.
I'm not here. Eat my apples, eat my food. So let's start. Monday, I had a bit of time on the velodrome.
Delicious.
Is that the track?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Sorry.
So that was a solid hit out on the track on Monday.
We're 60 episodes deep.
I know.
And that was just to finish off a 3-week track camp. So basically, got back from Europe, had a very small break.
Go. Keep going.
We were just going to explain to Frankie that when you say track camp, you sleep in a tent in the middle of the velodrome, yeah?
Sleep in the tent.
Yeah.
That is my dream. Sleep in the tent in the middle of the velodrome.
I would believe it.
In the middle of track camp.
Because I thought you were road.
Yep. So I am road, and just at the moment in summer in Australia, we're doing a bit of the track. So a bit of both, mixing it all up.
Can I just quickly ask? I know you're supposed to talk about like your weak shit, but is road to track skills transferable for? I don't know, fitness-wise?
You would be a whole lot better a bike rider if you rode on the track, yeah.
100%.
Track
I
gives
reckon
you
it
good
helps.
skills.
Yeah, I reckon it really does help. Both of them
got
came
no brakes.
at the same time for me.
How the fuck does that help?
And
It helps you because you learn
Helps
to
you
ride your
pedal.
bike.
Oh, it has.
No brakes, no gears.
Helps
It's
You have to
been-
keep
Helps you how to
pedaling.
foresee situations. Like you can see a person coming in. You're like, oh, okay, I'll just back off a little bit. Or
But you don't have brakes.
yeah, but you're still
don't need it.
pedaling.
Right.
Yeah,
Sorry,
literally.
continue.
No, it is. So did that, and then I had 5-6 days off, no track. Not off the bike, off the
Okay.
track. Spent the last 4 days cracking around the Adelaide hills, so it was really good, I actually, a little bit off topic, but still to do with my week. I made a bet last year with Kel O'Brien. He probably forgotten this bet, but it was just a random bet at just a random time because I said something along the lines of I don't listen to music whilst riding. And he's like, no, you do. And I said, no, I don't. He's like, I bet you can't do it for a year. And I was like, I bet you $50.
So,
And so anyway,
He wouldn't be able to do that. Just saying. I know he's a big music
well, I
fan.
think lots of people love their music. So anyway, for the whole year, swear to God, hand over heart, I haven't had an earphone in my ear. I listen to zero music. It's just me and my thoughts and the moo cows out there.
so Kel hand over the pineapple, is
Yeah,
that what
hand
we're
over
saying?
the I think he's forgotten about that, but
No, we'll
look-
make sure
it's
he's
official
aware
now.
of it.
Look,
Spano.
Message him.
I just want to stay strong to myself. So when I'm out there doing my endurance camps, I sort of, yell out to the cows every now and then.
And they wave back.
And they look at me, have a little, pat some lizards, have a little bit of time. So
I like this.
it's good. So that's been my week. Crack on with that.
I've never ridden with headphones either.
But how do you prove
Really?
to him that you've
I can't. That's why I just can't. You can't prove it.
No, I
can
reckon
you?
he's just got to cough up.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I think
mate.
so too.
I
Good
thought
bloke, but
good bloke, but yeah, he's got to cough up. Has he got a nickname?
He does.
Kellogg's.
Kellogg's.
That's a good one. And so bit of riding this week, bit of endurance, and look, I'm not going to lie, but didn't touch Norton, and I ride up the hills slow.
I'm about that life.
I'm really slow up there, so you'd probably all drop me.
I would.
Not sure about
Maybe
that
not,
And
one.
Frankie.
came and watched you guys race today. It's been nice.
Brutal.
It's nice just to be in Adelaide. I love this place.
Nice. Well, speaking of the Super Series, so we're going to just go right into round 8 only that we finished today.
The finale.
Yes, finale.
yeah.
So
Finale, it's all over.
I still
That's
taste
sad.
the Prosecco in my
I
hair.
can still taste the metal from my lungs.
Frankie, let's kick off. How did your race go? Because you were first off the ranks.
Well, it was a square, for those listening who don't know what the course looks like, it's
more of a
around on the
rectangle.
oval, rectangle, whatever you want to call it.
It is one of my favourites.
I went in wanting to win a podium because I have felt very strong.
Win a podium.
A lot. Yeah, I don't know. I just felt really strong. And you know when you just wake up and you're like, fuck yeah, today's my day. Anyway, It wasn't really my day. But I ended up finishing 9th. And I think the mistake that I made is because I felt so good, I was like, fuck yeah, let's try and make a move super early, like catch people off guard. And
That's
after
not a
the
mistake, though.
after the first lap,
I support this trait. It's I support it a lot. It's a lot like me.
after the first lap, I just kind of fanged it, and I was doing I think 45 kilometers. I know it doesn't sound very fast, but for me it was quite fast. And I don't know. The girls were able to stick on, so I was just like trying to do some stuff at the front, but I don't know, it wasn't sticking. And then I just ended up finishing 8th, and that's all I have to say about that. But I had a cute little cheer squad, which was really nice.
We definitely yelled at you.
Yeah.
Stayed pedal harder.
Yeah. I did try to stay at the top 5 because I think that kind of course
You
you
did
don't
that
want to be
quite well.
Yeah, you
throughout
actually
most of the race.
positioning
Yeah.
I didn't want to be further back than 10 people because I just knew that the rubber band theory.
Yes.
You would have had
Fucking wild.
you'd have had to work a lot harder coming around the corners.
Correct.
And I think I don't know.
Yes.
You're starting to listen.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's sounding good.
My positioning, I think I've realised that being on the outside as well, even though I was at the top 5, didn't help me because I was blocking the wind for
You're
everyone.
catching wind.
And also when I did corner in the inside, I felt that I could carry speed through the corner a little bit easier.
Ah.
So
You had to do that on that first corner. If you were on the
Yeah.
outside, you end up
The
in the bushes.
apex.
Well, I always ended up like, you
What's
could
the
hear
apex?
everyone's chains just whoop off. But what did you guys think about the 2-lap integration if you were to have had
Good.
a...
The mechanical.
I thought it was good
Mechanical.
because I got a puncher.
Sean.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Every time I
Wow.
looked at him, he was
I
coming
got a
from
punch.
a
Yeah, I
lap
got a
right.
puncher.
Damn.
I felt it. I must have just hit the drain or hit one of the drains, and because then
On the new
Cider
GP 5000s.
grabbed it, and he was like, "Yeah, you had 15 psi in there." I was like, "Oh, thanks."
Fuck.
So shout out to Cider, last name what is
Dicks
it?
in
Dixon.
the side.
Last
Yeah.
name Cider, first name Dixon.
That's it. Thank you for the wheel change. It was great. Yeah, no, it was good.
But how'd you guys go?
Can I,
Alex?
sorry, can I just...
Yours,
yeah,
because
can I-
where did you finish? Where did the girls
Overall?
finish on GC
Yeah,
and the
well,
teams?
wait,
Okay, well, Keystone came 3rd.
Yeah.
Good work.
Good job.
Yeah, the teams. I finished 12th overall,
Yep.
which, better than last year, so that's the upwards improvements. I can't remember the rest of the
I think
placings.
Celia was 4th
Yep.
overall. She had a chance at a
4th or
podium.
5th, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she did come in pretty hot.
She finished
which is
4th today as well.
Yeah.
Can I just say, though, what you've learned and what you've just said about being up the front and feeling good and being curious about
Taking
I'm gonna
risks.
have a go today. Like
Yeah.
you need to take that to the
Life.
Norwood crit.
No,
oh.
Chris.
I
Yeah,
was
life as
hoping I was
well.
like, yes, life.
No,
yes.
you have to take that to the
yeah.
Norwood crits where you're racing for yourself and
Yeah.
do that
I would
exact
probably
thing.
agree,
And
and,
it-
I'm going to try and keep
it-
up the training.
It doesn't matter
try,
if you
you are.
crack, because on one day you will have that day and
Yep.
you will be gone.
yeah,
You just
I
need
agree.
to keep going
Yeah.
at it. Yeah.
I am just a little bit hesitant about crashes. Like, they have been...
But you're not crashing if you're up
Not-
the road on your own.
That is
That's
also
true.
That's true. Just, the crashes that happened today.
There were
were-
some big crashes,
they
but
were
that's
very,
bike racing.
very intense. The ones that happened in your race, but then also, I think, I don't know what
Cat
grade
two.
it was.
Cat 2,
Cat
man.
two,
That was hectic.
where it was like you
yeah.
could hear, like it was
I know, you
happening
can hear
right
people's
before
body
me.
parts hitting roads
Literally,
and fences and
you
stuff.
could hear the carbon cracking, and it was just like it kept going. Like, it happened over the space of like 10 seconds of people just piling onto each other, and I was like, oh my god,
It was a crash centipede.
yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And it's just that kind of stuff really freaked me out. And my mum and dad came to watch today. Anyway,
I know, and the
Rocker.
crash happened in front of them.
Yeah,
yeah, no,
literally.
literally right in front of them.
And this is your race?
No, this is the
no, this
men's
was
Cat
after.
2.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I went home today, and my mum was like, "Now I'm really proud of you. Are you sure you want to keep doing this?" Because it scared her a little bit.
Even my mum and dad are still pretty scared when
Yeah.
I'm racing. They're like, don't crash.
Because she just saw the guy's face. And
Correct.
Covered in
And
blood.
may I say, as a parent and being in the same scenario as you with other sports, address their concerns, but also, you. I think cycling for you means more than what you know right now.
Probably.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's actually what cycling is doing for me at the moment. It's providing me with like an avenue to just kind of hyper focus. Without her, I would probably be a little bit more fucked than what I'd probably like to admit. So.
Everyone's got problems. It's like that's the best thing about racing or riding. Even without headphones, you're left with your thoughts. But you can push yourself so much that you get clarity at the end of it. And then that's what happens sometimes. I'll get ideas about work or something. And I'll just leave voice notes while I'm mid ride. I'll stop and go, okay, blah 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 blah, and then I'll go back the next day and write it down. It
was just really good to have an avenue to like push for self-improvement. So I've lost a bit more weight again as well. Yeah. And seeing I think I'm the strongest I've ever been on the bike in terms of like race fitness. Probably not Norton fitness, but I'm really proud of how I've done the Super Series this year. And I just would like to try and keep the consistency.
I thought you were about to thank us.
No. But you and the girls did an amazing job.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah. I think we had a good team this year.
An amazing team.
Yeah, I really hope that we all are in the same team again next year, because I think that's... I don't know what your experience is in the pro world, but I feel like having like a relationship with your team members probably assists with racing.
Oh, definitely. Always. It's amazing, no matter what level you are. And I'm in the pro ranks, but I came and watched Cat 3 last week, and I watched Cat 3 again today, and watched a bit of Cat 2 again today, and I barely watched any of Cat 1. Sorry, anybody, but I watched the Cat 3 women and parts of the Cat 2 women, and I just love it. I love seeing women out there racing, all racing as a team, racing together, and it's not about bike riding, but it's just about everything, like you said, balancing out other parts of your life, and it brings, a sense of self-value, self-worth, and I just love hearing that. I love hearing that you've valued that, and, there's more to life than bike riding, but bike riding also helps parts of life, so
100%.
I think it's really cool hearing that, and I think I have people who come up to me in Cat 3 and they go, "Oh, it's just a race, and you probably do this." I go, "No, I love it. I think it's so valuable watching." There's no...
Because if you can bring that discipline, what you take into bike racing, into your life, then you're fucking going to thrive.
Yeah, exactly.
The cross-transferable skill set right there is not working.
As much as that's funny and how you said it, I love it. Like
the sarcasm is like, be fucking serious.
Yeah. But also, there's 3 males here that will support you through everything. And
bruv.
Definitely, maybe 2, but
maybe I think just 2.
He identifies as a fridge sometimes too, so that's fine.
I'll support you as long as you're not waving at the camera.
I didn't do that today.
No, that's good.
Thank you.
Good work.
You're welcome. How about you guys?
Alex, we had a really good series.
I fucking love Unley.
Yeah,
it is my favourite course ever. I don't know. I just
suits you?
Yeah, it suits me. First time doing it in elites, which was wild. But I made sure I was on the front of the starting line for the first 25 minutes of the race. Yep. It was easy to do.
Correct.
And as I got further and further back, I was holy shit.
Yeah.
And then as the wheels get dropped, you're just like, I just can't keep doing this.
It would have been nice if old fucking petite Perineum had got his foot in the start.
I know.
Me and him were both together.
He didn't get his foot in until halfway through the first lap.
But there was unfortunately a couple of crashes. There was a couple of incidences, and wheels got dropped, and just those accelerations just broke me.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you walk me through what actually happened with that crash? Because
there's a couple of crashes.
I didn't see the crash.
They were all behind me.
Yeah, there was a crash 2 laps in.
Yeah, at the
apparently
start.
4 riders went down. That was behind me. I just heard.
Oh, I did hear it.
Yeah,
actually,
bang.
Who went down? Do you know?
I'm not quite sure.
No.
But yeah, it was fast. It was fun. It was awesome.
Great.
I love that course.
A couple of people, their white line fever is fucking atrocious, may I just say.
What's white wine fever?
White wine.
I actually did have white wine in my hair, actually, speaking of that. White line fever, it's like when they get their race numbers on and they're
just when they race, they're just different people.
People.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I'm all for it.
Yeah. Just calm down a little bit.
So where did you finish?
I didn't make it.
Oh, you didn't?
48 minutes.
That's
good,
still
though.
pretty good.
7 minutes shy.
That's so shit. Like that.
How did you find overall as your first year in elites?
Tough.
Tough?
Yeah.
Do you think you'll be able to keep on for next year?
He will be, yes.
Yeah.
He's got no
He's got
fucking
no choice.
I think Wang needs to be head coach.
We haven't told Wang yet, but Sean and I are in Masters
No,
next year.
No, we'll be running the same team.
I actually had a serious message in the elite team group chat. I was just like, look, guys, like,
You got shut down straight away.
yeah. I was like, I think I'm just going to race Masters next year.
Really? And
I just don't.
is it the risk?
No, it's just training.
Yeah.
Like you need.
But what were you saying on the ride here? You did an average of 4 hours a week training, and you made it through.
Yeah,
so you've only got to just do that bit
Extra
more.
10, and you're right.
You've only just got to do that extra 16
Just
hours.
an extra 25.
you held
It's all
on,
good.
though.
It's not hard.
You held on though, Kashi. So is
Yeah.
it the fact that you were just holding on, and
There's
that's
a
why
difference
you wanted to
between
drop
just
down?
holding on
And
and
being
contributing to the team.
Yeah.
That's what I'm disappointed in, is that my fitness wasn't high enough to contribute to the team.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've had a lot going on this year.
Fucking.
Yeah.
You've got
But
a
still-
lot going on this year.
Yes,
So,
yes, that's fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's only
Next
going to
year.
get better.
Yeah, who else like runs their own fucking business and like races and does all this shit, manage their own home and all that kind of stuff.
Manage
Like, cut
my
yourself
home.
some slack, bro. It's true though.
I would say most of the population do manage their own home.
I
in
meant
Australia.
in accumulate. I meant in
I know what you're
accumulation.
talking about.
I know,
Everything.
I know
I'm
what
trying
you
to give
mean.
him a fucking compliment.
I know. No,
But anyway, so we ended up taking out Masters 1, 2, and 3
Yeah.
overall. We ended up taking out
Second GC.
second GC,
Yeah.
Second in teams.
second in teams. So my contribution just looked good on the podium.
Yeah.
it was good. It was good. I think overall it was really good. There was, a little bit disappointing for me as well, a couple of races, but it was nice to be active in the Wallaroo. Like, for me, that was my target out of any of the races. I wanted to do well, and I did well. Made the front group.
Didn't punch him.
No, I didn't punch her. But also, that's because of how I raced it too. Like, it took a lot of energy to scan the whole time.
Yeah, through the dust.
Because those big rocks, they're motherfuckers out there. Fuck yeah.
So how did you find Unley then?
And it was fun.
Yeah?
It was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was super fun.
And what happened for you? Were you at the front like Alex was, or were you just
I was.
yo-yoing off the back a little bit?
No.
Yeah, you had a couple of rests on the sidelines for a few laps.
I
Two laps off.
I got a puncher, and then I grabbed Cider's wheel and going around this one bit, and I heard this big crack, and I was just like, what the
Oh, you would have thought you cracked your
Yeah,
entire
so
bike.
I did stop. Not that I wanted to, because I was in a good position. But I was just like, if I keep going and this is broken, I'm
Gonna die.
Well, I thought that you had, in the chicane out the back, I thought you had hit your pedal on the curb as we were going through that.
Oh, yeah.
Because everyone just went backwards, and I was like, "Ugh," and just seeing the wheel go away, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah. So I had a big crack, so I did stop just in case, because I would hate to go around the next corner and it just break
Fold
and
on
then
you.
bring
Yeah.
20 people down. So I just stopped and then caught back on. It was fine.
Yep.
And most of it was pretty good. It was just at the end, again, not being in the right position to help these fucks out.
That's all right. We had some of us there.
It was
So-
good. Overall, it was good.
Yeah. Also, can I have a lolly, please? Wang?
Good race today.
You did well.
Yeah, I had my best finish of the series. I was up there fairly active with breaks and also trying to let Nick go up the road because we did need Nick to go up the road and take a lap. We didn't really need him to do that much, but we needed him to take a lap on Frizz to win overall.
So
but,
Frizz dropped his chain.
yeah, but I don't know. Did he get a lap out?
No,
Nah.
and I come screaming along. I was
I
like,
didn't think he
Kashi,
had a lap out.
you got to tell him to go.
Yeah, pass it on.
Frizz is
Oh,
going.
I'm like, dropped his chain. I was on his wheel when it happened, but I wasn't going to attack him because I reckon that's a dog move when he's a leader. But so I pushed him for a while to help him get the chain back on. So, but no, 2 laps ago, I was on the front 2 laps ago leading Nick out, and me and Raf trying to give Nick the lead out. He finished second today. I got up for 6th. So as Alex said, we got second in the teams. First, second, third in Masters, which was good. Clean sweep.
Such a good picture.
Bunch of masters.
And Nick overall for second, and Raf ended up 4th overall, and I think I was 10th maybe.
Solid.
So
Well done.
I had 4 top 10s for the series, which I was happy with against
And look, at the end of the
full-time
day,
riders.
I was going to say the only people that beat us in the overall were
With Nick,
professionals.
yeah. So we had me, Raf, and Nick are the only non-full-timers in the top 10.
Pretty good.
So,
Well done.
That's pretty solid.
Series.
Yeah.
So,
So they should beat us, to be honest.
Yeah.
Professionals should beat the shit out of us.
they should, yes. So, yeah, good overall. So, looking forward to next year. Hopefully, they chuck in a couple more hilly races next year.
Kudos to us.
Speaking of racing, KOM Butcher.
KOM Butcher.
That, thank you. Balake.
Kombucha.
Balake.
Do you want to give us a brief background of, like, you know, you're in the pro ranks now. You've made it, and well done, because
Thanks. Yeah.
you haven't really taken the normal road. Right?
No, it's a unique little path for me, and I'm sure everyone's got.
Was that a
their own.
pun?
No, because she hasn't. So generally,
She just flew in and just like, here I am.
she's like, hey, everybody.
Hey, hello.
No, but usually, like, you hear the story, like, that we've had
Come through a
on
talent ID or
Talent
a
ID,
sassy
you've
or-
gone
Yeah,
through the
yeah.
track and yada, yada. But tell us a bit about your...
Professional
I think
ping
it's
pong
super interesting.
tournaments.
Yeah, no. So I'm it was my first year in the pro ranks this year. But you know, I do call myself grandma sometimes. So, you know, unfortunately,
How old are you?
I'm 28 and I can't control that.
You know
I wish
what's
I
the
could,
worst thing
love that.
about it?
but I can't. You know, all right.
28-year-olds?
But you know, and I started riding when I was 24. So about
Very
4
late
years
into
ago.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit! So you're saying I could potentially still be a pro cyclist?
No.
Anybody
There's a
can.
little-
I'm in full support.
You've got to be realistic, though.
It's like I've
Chicken.
had awesome people on the way. Yeah, another double black, another round? Anybody?
No.
Oh, okay.
But you
Sorry.
originally, you came from triathlon?
Triathlon?
Yeah, so
When
Was
did you
it-
start triathlon?
yeah, so I was a little Territorian girl, lived in a small town called Catherine for my whole life. You know, started high school there.
Cat's friend with Nat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, had horses, motorbikes, lived on a property, you know,
I love that.
Tomboy.
absolutely tomboy, didn't own makeup still don't. Well, I did for a bit, but then don't anymore. And then I came to boarding school for years 10, 11 and 12.
Really?
And that was here in Adelaide, so boarding school. So
Wow.
came off in Territory. I did, you know, little swim club, rode my ponies.
Is that like the bush triathlon? Like when you go, you swim in a
What?
dam,
Yeah, and then get on your
pony,
horse.
and then you
horse.
run barefoot across
I
the
guess you
Simpson Desert.
basically
Yeah.
could. Hey,
Yeah, you could.
say that.
Holy fuck!
And then, yeah, so year 10, I was in Adelaide at boarding school, and holy guacamole, I wish I could. That was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life was boarding school,
Boarding school.
and I guess that's why I am like I am now.
Why
Very
is that?
strong.
Was it an all-girls school?
No, thank God. I would have died. It was just, I was a little small town
Fucking
girl,
isolated, Jesus.
come to Adelaide, and, you know, to me, Adelaide was a huge city. Just, you know, I have this memory of driving down a street with so many trees, and the street was so long and so wide. Would you believe it was fucking Hutt Street? You know, and now, like 10 years later, I'm like, you're crazy small town minded. But
Yeah.
it was just a lot all at once, and, you know, maybe didn't have quite the resources to manage all that overwhelming stuff as a 15-year-old girl. And then, but I started swimming in Adelaide, so until I was 16, so for two years.
So you're saying you started triathlons when you were about 15, 16?
No, I started triathlon when I was 22.
Oh,
So
shit.
I finished, and year 11, you know, you got to crack down, as everybody says, and focus on school.
Yeah. I got that talk.
And so I quit swimming and did, you know, year 12 and went out, and really me and alcohol don't go quite well together. I sold my schoolies tickets the week before schoolies because I absolutely just went, oh, Jesus, I'm not going to schoolies. I'll die. I'll actually die.
Do you not have an off switch?
I don't know. I think it's just like, I do, but it
All or
goes
nothing.
in and then I pass out. I'm you know,
Okay.
I don't touch alcohol rarely nowadays because,
Yeah.
you know, nobody wants
Shit,
to see
I
that.
didn't for like 15 years.
Yeah, so, you know,
I need.
so I did my
Should have
time.
told Cobb left that before our team party.
Did my time partying, did all that, and then, you know, went back to Catherine for
Yep.
a year after school.
How was that?
I worked 2 jobs full time, save all my money so I could come and afford uni, because you have to go to uni, right? You got to finish school, go to fucking uni,
yeah.
do all that, waste all your stupid money. Anyway, did that. Worked full time, 2 jobs. Worked in a bar, did pokies. Worked in childcare centre full time. Worked in a diagnostic clinic. Everything you could think of. And And I thought, shit, I got to get fit. Like I was thick, right? I was thick. Full of THICC.
CC. Yeah. With an extra C.
But no fitness, right?
How? Because of this, I'm going to ask
At this point, I was
question.
19.
I'm going to ask a question about this later, but can I just ask, like, how thick are you actually? Like
10 kilos heavier than I am now.
Okay.
All right. So
47.
Yeah.
So I was a bit thicker than now. But I'm not, I'm not a little twig now either. I like being
Actually,
strong.
can I ask a question now? Is that all right?
Yeah.
About it? About
You
like
just did.
weight stuff?
You just did.
No. Okay, so watts per kilo is something that's important in cycling,
shit.
right?
Yeah.
So no, I'm genuinely interested, and I just feel like there might be potential to get like hyper fixated on weight and stuff like that. Like, is that a problem in the
Have you
pro?
not cycled before?
Yeah.
No, but I mean,
yeah.
I'm starting to only see it a little bit where I was like, if I lost another 2 kilos, my watts per kilos can go up.
It's so there. So
It's there.
prevalent. And
Don't worry about it.
But I'm asking,
Try
like,
not
is
to.
it
Don't get
is that
fixated on
something that is like a problem in?
There will be
pro?
people with ideal
Yeah.
weight for strength, but don't get fixated on losing weight just to push the number up.
Definitely. And like there's all different rider types.
Yeah.
You've got your climbers, your classics riders who ride on the flats, you've got your people who do a bit of everything. And there's no right weight for one. There's no right number, right weight. You definitely the numbers
If
what
you
the best
train
girls are
and you
doing.
eat properly, your body will find itself.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought maybe there's some people might hyperfixate on that number or something.
It is prevalent and it happens, and but.
Because you mentioned weight and stuff, and so it just pinged in my head.
Yeah,
So that's why
I
I'm
probably
really
joke
asking.
around about that stuff a bit too much because it can be a sensitive topic for some. And don't get me wrong,
100%.
I've got a journey and a half from my history, but not to do with cycling. So
Yeah.
I'm a very calm person in regards to all that, and I love focusing on nutrition and fueling my body really well. I have a lot of fun with that. And I'm just really proud that I don't have, an issue, and I would always be supportive and understanding of people who do and try to work through with them
Yeah.
because it can be a touchy.
From your teammate, Georgie Howe. Looking at my Strava.
Drama, good.
Speaking of food, Zingaberg, good about
No, I'm a glutard.
glutard.
I can't have
No gluten.
Can't have the gluten.
Remember that KFC did the double down or whatever? Like it was
With no bun.
Yeah, no bun.
Yeah.
It was just chicken fillet, bacon, chicken fillet.
Oh, that would be so good. I love, if anybody who knows me, if they're on here, I love steak. Give me a steak. Oh my God. It's my favourite.
Okay,
thing
you're
in the whole
back
world.
being my people.
Scotch fillet. All I want for my birthday is like 700 gram Scotch fillet, just to me.
Love it.
Let's
Love
keep going.
it.
with
Medium
this.
rare.
Well,
So-
the triathlon stuff, right?
Oh, no,
We
I was going to
haven't
say,
finished that.
for instance, you've just done the 300 Ks Crusties like this year, for instance.
Oh, I'm keen.
What would
Yeah.
you?
Really?
What would
We're
you
getting
eat
a bit of a
after
posse.
Like
Scotch fillet and chips.
yes,
Wallaroo crit. Scotch fillet chips. And then I don't know. I probably didn't win because I'm not a sprinter, but I did well once. And then that was it. Just
Scotch fillet and chips.
steak gives me energy.
Oh, I love steak.
I swear to God.
Steak and chips.
My favourite meal in the world is steak. Give me steak every day of the week.
Cool. I like this.
Going back to the triathlon stuff, because we didn't actually finish
It was just
answering that
snowballing.
question.
Snowballing. I like
It just
that.
kept on going.
I love it.
Oh,
So
I
you
just want
started
steak
at
now.
22. So that's swimming, riding, cycling. So you would have been riding for about 6 years now at the moment.
So I've been riding for 4.
But with including the triathlon?
Oh, including triathlon, about 6 or 7. Yep.
6 or 7. Yeah. And then
So-
so what made you just decide, hey, I'm going to just do the
Cycling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I came back to Adelaide, I was that's just backtracking one step. I was 20, probably started uni, changed courses 4 times, everybody, because I fucking hated it. And I thought, shit, I've got to get fit. I know how to swim. I like bikes. I know I have a bike when I'm riding, so I like riding, and then I better jog because everybody does jogging to get fit, right?
Jogging.
So then that's how I fell into triathlon for a few years, and did that competitively, and then I started finding out that crits are a thing. Not gonna
Crits are
lie,
a thing,
not gonna
yeah.
lie, did not know that before I started racing the crits in Adelaide, which was I don't know. When I started triathlon, 2018, I started triathlon.
Frankie didn't even know what crits were until like a week ago. It's
Exactly. So
I keep finding
And
it out
she's doing
every
well.
week. I just find out that
If you didn't race Regency Park,
that's it.
I didn't race
Exactly.
before.
oh my gosh.
And you did all these crits, and then I just started having a lot more fun with cyclists. and I kept getting in trouble from my triathlon coach that I was doing too much.
You're doing too much?
Too much cycling. Oh. And then just kept going. And then, anyway, 2019, I was at, would you believe, a Super Series round. I was racing elite women.
Yeah.
And to race for USG.
Yep, USG.
I was just going to say, I probably remember because I was racing with your partner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yep.
Don't know if I was in USG kit or this could be my first year. I could have been in all black kit. Who knows? And I was like super aggressive, but get dropped every time someone sprints. Like couldn't sprint, but I was super aggressive. Just thought, let's make it really hard.
Yeah.
And the SASI coach, South Australian Sports Institute, everybody knows SASI.
Yeah.
Came up and was like, do you want to do some testing? I thought, yeah. Never say no to anything. I was like, yeah, sounds good.
Yep.
Walked into testing room, I don't know, a week later. He's like, yep, you 4 minutes hard as you can. I was like, the fuck? I've done 4 minutes in my life. Didn't know anything to do with watts. Had no idea power meter.
I love this.
4 minutes as hard as I could. And he's like, that was pretty good. You want to come and train with us? And I thought, what the hell?
Because, as a male, when he goes, it's pretty good, in his head, he's like, fuck.
Holy shit, yeah.
And I just had no idea about numbers. Yep. I just had no idea about numbers, nothing. And that was Brett Aiken. And, and so it took me 8 months to really toss with the idea in my head. And I thought, stuff it. It took me 8 months, and I sent Brett an email. I said, hey, can I still come and join?
Yeah.
And he said, you got to do track as well. I thought, the hell is track? so I had to come out.
It's a velodrome.
Yeah. Never set foot in a velodrome in my life. Came out.
How fun is it?
Came out, did it, started there, and that's how I got into it. I gave Brett my word. I'm going to give 100%, and I've really done that every day since.
I remember coming to a couple of track just training sessions and seeing you there, and you'd finish or something like that, and you were just like training your ass off. Like that's every time I've ever seen you race or train, it's just like, let's fucking go.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I really did.
It's the same now. Like we rock up to Chop.
I love Chop so much.
And all the blokes are like, can't stop pulling turns until KOM Butcher stops pulling turns. Don't even get me started on that. Oh my God. Chop. I love Chop so much. I was just hanging to get back to come do Chop, right? And then I'm thinking I'm there chopping off. I'm like, fuck. And then I just need one rest. And then bam, 7 guys have a rest with me. I'm like, finally.
Yeah. They don't want to get dropped before you.
I love it. And it's been a journey. It's been a journey since I said, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go, let's do this. And it's been a journey with track and road. And being a 24-year-old, never ridden track before. You got it. In hindsight, especially this year, I've just give yourself a pat on the back and, just be, it's all right to, not be as good as somebody else over there. Or
that started on the track when they were 5 years old.
Yeah. No, 100%. It's been a sick journey, and I think I really am passionate about everybody enjoying what they do. So I love what I do.
So you took a risk. So what happened when you got signed? Like, what happened when you got signed? Like, you were doing track and then you did road, or what happened there? Like, getting signed to World Tour?
So I was doing track because track is a bit more prominent in Australia, really, for a pathway perspective.
Pathway, yeah.
And I knew that, and also I really love the track. I love team pursuing. That's really my favourite thing out there on the track, and doing the road as well. When the opportunity came up to guest ride with Jayco.
That was in the...
As stage in 2021. No, 2022.
In the Festival of Cycling.
In the Festival of Cycling.
Yeah.
And that came up from, performances at Road Nationals. Really aggressive rider in the crit. Was actually quite a few... 2 years in a row I got most aggressive rider in the crit at Road Nats, and it's not winning or something, but it is actually, it's a good trait to have as a road rider, I think. And I really credit my first coach to, teaching me and those things, kind of, to be honest. And it just came from there. Opportunity guest ride with at the time it was Bike Exchange. It's now Jayco Alula. And it just was a wonderful experience. And I really just took everything in my stride. And, probably had to improve. I always have to learn. And they just liked the way I did everything, I think. And it just was a really cool way to get into the world tour. Not everybody gets in that way. I have no manager.
Very few, hey. Yeah.
Most people have managers, and I don't. I've got no manager. I've got to sort my life out in that aspect. But shit, that's a tomorrow problem. I've got to do that. But I'm really, I think just not giving up is probably how you get here.
Because you did well in the crit on that. Was it in the crit? You got a good result at
This
the
year?
Santos? No, and at the Festival of Cycling. Or maybe led someone out. Might have done the job.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon it might have been in the last crit, the last stage maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, there was these. Yeah, there's been a few in that when I was guest writing. Or,
Yeah, when you were guest writing, yep.
Yeah, I think there's just overall like the hard work and when you knew you are kind of the first lead out girl, you do your job and you're off, and then there's still got like a lap to go, right, or 3/4 of a lap. So that people are like, wait, she just dropped, and it's like, well, she's just done a big job. But it was actually that, I think, just committing full ham just to deliver the riders as best I could and just try to make the right decisions, which it's paid off, I think. And
definitely.
It's just lots of learning.
So you
to go.
said you got no manager, so you negotiate all your own negotiated your own contract?
Yes, and I didn't know anything about contracts either. I just sort of said yes a lot of times.
It's like, yes,
and then looked at
there.
things and I was like, I don't know if that's right or not. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
It's been kind of cool learning that way, to be honest.
Yeah.
It makes it fun.
Was there any other obstacles that maybe challenged your second guess, your decision to go that way along the way?
To do with cycling?
Without getting to where you are today, like especially self-managing?
I think the biggest obstacles are sometimes, early on ridden off Georgia Baker's wheel on the fucking track. Tell any of those girls. Georgia, Alec, man, the girls who have, obviously last Olympic cycle, those girls, I have so much respect. And so obviously all I knew was track, and I was just getting my head kicked in a lot. Head kicked in sassy all the time. And, just feeling like you're not good enough. And, like, oh shit, am I going to be good enough? I can't sprint, can't beat all the sprinters here in Adelaide. And then you kind of get, being worried you're not good enough is probably the obstacle, but
getting up the next day and doing it again.
The hardest challenges in my life before I became a cyclist, and everything now is just
nothing.
It's like a little pebble in the
Love
road.
it.
You've got a little thing, and all the earlier challenges in life, I definitely am grateful for. They were hard, but here we are.
I've come out the other side.
So you won the National Crit Champs at the beginning of the year.
Yep.
So wherever it was. So we had microwavably unsafe on last episode, and I was talking to her about. We were talking to her about how teams will have like a plan going into the race, because you won that race, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
So
it's almost hilarious.
Yeah, she spoke about how like it's almost in your contract that you're going to be riding for a rider, and there's a plan in place and you have to execute the plan. Was the plan for you to win that?
Oh my Jesus, no. No. And I crossed the finish line. My first thought was, fuck, I'm going to get in real big trouble here. And I literally went back to my bosses, right, and manage DS, and I'd met them obviously for like a week, right? It's nationals, it's January, early Jan. And I said, I'm so sorry. And they're like,
so what happened? And how do people navigate through that? So what happened?
Georgia or
riding for Alex?
Okay.
Yep. And it was the plan was to be super aggressive, make sure that it is a really hard race because our key rider was Alex Manley, and she finishes off really, really nicely after a hard race. She's a great finisher.
She is a hard woman.
Oh yeah, so impressive. And so I was like, they said make the race hard, like friggin' make the race hard. I was boxed from friggin' like 2 laps in, and I thought,
a kid at a candy store. You want to make hard? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And I was absolutely boxed. And I remember the last lap, I was honestly fucked, and I thought, all I got to do is like assist to deliver in the bottom corner, so then could do lead out for Alex, blah 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 blah. But then there was an attack on the last lap by another rider from another team, and I was like, a small attack, not a small attack, it was a great attack, but and I thought, I've got to be on that, I've got to shut it down, people will be behind me, but I've got to shut it down.
I mean, it's a split second decision. It's either you go or you don't.
Yeah. And
You were thinking you're welded back together, yeah?
yeah, I figured people will be on my wheel.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I thought, yep, team will be good. I'll shut it down. I'll make sure I do the work to shut it down. So I waste my energy so everyone else is fresh as daisies. Help the girls deliver to the win. And shut it down, got on a wheel, looked back, and we had, 3/4 of a lap to go. And there was actually a gap. And I'm like, oh, sugar. And I thought,
I reckon you said
I thought we can win this. I can win this. I thought I'm going to win this. The gap's here. I can win it. Sent it down because it was a downhill, and I'm not a climber entirely. And I thought, power to weight, downhill, which meant power. So anyway,
Inertia.
downhill, and I knew that I was like, all I got to do is drop this person around the bottom corner. And then I just got as hard as I can, and I'm going to win.
300 meter sprint all the way back up again.
Yeah, but I thought this will suit me. I don't need to sprint nobody.
Yeah.
And I can corner really well. I'm not everyone. People are better, blah blah. But I was confident in my own cornering.
You're confident in your corner.
Especially on that course. For some reason, I just like it. And round the bottom corner, had a gap, and just bam. And I just thought I'm going to make the right decision to win. Because at the end of the day, the job is to win.
The team wins,
we win. And we ended up, we went 1-2.
Yeah.
With me winning, Alex. And I was really stressed when I crossed the line because it was already a 3/4 of a lap to go, I thought, I'm not going to assist the girls in finishing. I'll be 2 boxed, so I may as well
Keep going. Yeah.
And I crossed the line and I was like, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. And they're like, why are you sorry? And I was like, I didn't, that wasn't meant to happen. And
something similar happened in the men's as well.
Exactly.
Sorry, mate. Kel was supposed to be leading out Blake.
Yeah, Blake, yeah.
Balake.
Exactly.
Balake.
Is there any, there's no repercussions for, that unfolding? It's just, as long as the team won, we're okay.
Won.
There's no...
Oh, maybe if it was Flanders or something.
Yeah.
Or
No, but,
something
Or
I think
monument.
Genuinely,
Yeah, probably, maybe.
I'm interested to know if any of the team dynamics would have been affected or anything like that. No, it was all...
at the end of the day, but the thing is you had to win. So I knew that I was going to win from 3/4 of a lap to go. And I made the decision. But imagine if the problem is if a rider goes, I thought I was going to win, but they get second or third, but the goal is to win. So I had to be sure I was going to win.
Yeah.
So,
Who was the chick that was up the road with you? We were there, but I can't remember.
Matilda Field.
Yeah.
Rock salt rider.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was really cool.
Yep.
A really gutsy move. And it was a really cool moment to kind of kick off the year.
I remember watching it now, and I'm visualizing you were just in shock. You're like, oh shit! I didn't even mean to win.
Yeah, and look, let's be real. As a first year pro, 9 times out of 10, you're not winning anything.
And all the big bosses were there. Heyman was there. I think.
Was he?
Yeah. I introduced you. This guy didn't even know who he was.
You know who that is? I'm like, nope.
All the big directors were there.
But
Matty Heyman, I'm just like, Roubaix, I want to win one day.
Speaking of Roubaix, is that your favourite?
Yeah.
What's your favourite race?
I was going to say, Roubaix.
Oh, yeah, it was Roubaix this year.
How was it? Yeah.
Because you finished top 10, was it 10th?
Oh, no, it was top 20. It was 18th.
18th.
That is sick.
Doesn't matter.
It was really cool. Awesome. And for some reason, for many, many years, I've dreamed of Roubaix. And to be able to do it my first year
every cyclist does, don't
was
they?
amazing.
I do.
Where's Roubaix?
It was a throwback. So.
Yeah, and we did, you do course recons as a pro, and this is, they go, oh, how was it? And I was like, it's fucking fabulous. Race day was awesome. Course recon, I was sick as a dog because I got to Europe and I got probably COVID, right? Or whatever sickness.
Some sort of sickness.
Got sick, but then went straight into classics and bam, whole classics. So throughout the classics, you're doing course recon. So maybe, 3 weeks before Roubaix, we did a course recon. I was still, unwell at this time. And the recon was, we did the full 13 sectors, and the recon, I was sick. And it was one day after a race or something.
I remember seeing some photos of some of the men's teams doing course recon. It was filthy.
Yeah. And it was raining. I was freezing, for the cobbled sections. And there was moments in the recon that I was full tears.
Fuck this,
right?
take me back to Catherine.
But I wasn't fuck this. They're like, you can stop. I said, no, I've got to finish. And this is the recon, right? And I was absolutely fucked. So race day, I got to the last cobble sector, and I was like, yeah, shit, we got the 2 hard ones to go. And then I was like, wait, no, we're done.
Yeah.
So race day, I got confused.
Arenberg.
No, that's the first
The
one.
forest.
That's the first one, is it?
What is that called?
I wouldn't even know.
Anyway, yeah.
I wouldn't even know the name.
Chapelle de something.
Yeah, probably.
You know more than me.
I
I'm
really
impressed.
don't.
So, if we go back, so you Paris-Roubaix, you finished 18th. That's fucking amazing. How was your first season as a pro?
Look, people go, oh, you had a great first season. I'm like, sometimes I was really tired. And, and then sometimes I got dropped when I didn't want to get dropped. But, look, in reflection, I'm really happy with my first season on a lot of aspects. One of my aspects was to be consistent. I wanted to make sure that I did my full bloody season, race from start to finish, didn't miss much. And I pretty much achieved that. I didn't have too many double blacks on the way.
No.
And
Wank it.
What was, so top 20 Neo Pro, that's pretty amazing being at Paris-Roubaix. What was your goal? Like, not being a Neo Pro, like you said, your goal was to be consistent, but did you have any races where you were like second person or like in the plan of races, were you ever the A person?
Look, the awesome thing about our team is that we had a few races there that were UCI level, and not World Tour, and
1.1,
1.1s,
something like that.
Yeah. And there was a couple in the back end of the season, and there was one before Tour de France, like 5 days before or something.
Yeah.
And then there was one at my very last race of the season.
Yeah.
No like amazing results, not like a podium or anything. But it was the race where it was kind of see how it goes, like do your job in the first part, and then we'll see how it plays out. And I was the last rider in the end because the 2 races were quite punchy, and I really like those kind of races. They were just like where you like hard, got to
like attritional races.
Yeah, bloody hard, and but not like mountains, not mountains.
I ain't got time for that.
And I was the last rider left out of our team, and so it's like yep, Amber, you're riding for the finish, and they were the times when it was about me. Sick. And so I'm really happy with everything to do with the team, and that kind of support in that aspect, and both those races are really good memories for me because it wasn't a win. It wasn't actually a top 10 either. I think it was maybe a top 20 or something.
Sick.
There was a 17th at the end, but it's nothing. No results. And at the end of the day, we are there as a professional team to get results, and I understand that. But they were about me, so I really have kind of held on to those little positive things and taken them home and gone, oh, sick! I can't wait for next year, and even to improve to ride for someone else. It's all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
I love that.
Amazing. Good
So
to see you.
you've got a 2-year contract, or
Yep, 2 years.
Yep.
So next year, and then we're up for contract.
That's contract year.
Yeah, feel a bit stressed about that, don't
Oh,
you?
Casey's got a puncher again.
Hey, Cider, come down and pump up Cashy's tyre.
I saw it out of the corner of my eye.
Damn.
Tubeless?
No.
Oh, see,
Latex tubes, baby.
yeah.
The only way... No, shush now.
We're not getting
Yeah,
We'll
just
get
stop
in
there.
too much of a debate.
What do you
A
ride?
masturbate?
What?
Master.
What bike do you ride these days?
I currently riding a Live Envy.
Giante. Yeah.
Yep,
Yep.
Live Envy.
The
Envy
female
Live.
version of a Propel.
Live Envy or Envy Live?
Hasn't the
the
team
question.
changing names next year?
Yep.
Yep.
There's
Is it
going to be
called
Live involved
Live
with
involved,
it.
yeah.
Jayco involved with it.
Isn't Jayco like where all the old people buy their like camper vans?
Yeah, man.
Jerry Ryan.
Jerry Ryan.
Why?
Everybody
Not old
needs
people.
to get a caravan.
Yeah. Winnebago.
So,
Yes. So they can keep sponsoring the team.
though, to be real, I would love a caravan. Just a little tumble around.
Not
Yeah.
the big dogs, the ones that you
Little
can
pop-ups.
the pop-ups. Yeah,
Honestly,
correct.
at this point, I'm probably going to have to move into a caravan.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. My deposit's about $6.50. So well, anyway,
Very cool.
help.
So will you get a new model Live next year? Or
That's
they-
a great question. I think I know they brought out
Different kit next year? They're changing the kit? Have you
Yeah,
been told
there'll be
that?
a different
There'll be a
kit. Yeah.
Thank
Yep.
fuck for that, just quietly.
No,
I
like
just
their
want to
kit.
defend our kit. I loved my kit.
I
Oh,
do
you like
it.
it?
I don't
Okay.
know if I'm biased, but I just want to defend it, and I'm a bit biased on everything to do with it. So
No, so you should. But
No, I'll
also,
rate it.
yeah.
I'll rate it.
I'm feisty when it comes to our team. You know, you have it close
You
to your
got that
heart.
loyalty, yeah.
I'm a loyal girl.
Of course.
Yeah, I like it.
Good. It's a good trait.
Just
Frankie, you got any
just
questions?
quickly, yeah. Are you going to
No, you got any questions?
good.
proudest moment or success to date?
Yeah.
Being on here.
We've listed a few to date, but anything that really stands out
Jesus.
or achievement?
I think just like the journey.
The journey.
I think there's a few people, you know, not always. I haven't gone to the Olympics. I haven't. There's many amazing people, you know.
But you're in the Olympic
just letting everybody know,
squad.
a lot of Kopeki's younger than me. I mean, seriously, like, doesn't
Yes.
you just go, holy shit, you know? But then but yeah, no. I have people come up and they just go, it's been really inspiring watching you because just some random chick who started bikes at 24 and then,
So sick.
you know, lots of
amazing.
Adelaide people have just seen me battle on, you know, getting dropped from bunchies, getting dropped from A-grade women and then to be here. I think, honestly, that is just as overall
Prize.
Yeah.
the proudest part.
Male motherfucker.
Yeah.
Have you got your
Prize, motherfucker.
Have you got your race calendar for next year yet?
Nearly.
Nearly. Okay.
I just say, you know what I say? They go, well, what kind of races do you want to do, Amber? I go,
Roubaix,
everything. And they go, yes, we know you want to do everything, but you can't. I said,
They
but I
should
really
be used to that by
do.
now.
So you get to pick.
Oh, not entirely, but, you know, they do ask your opinion. And maybe other
Tour
teams
de
are
France
different.
again,
Tour de
Roubaix
France.
again.
I just want to do everything.
Roubaix.
Yeah. Well, because what I said, I want to do all the classics, and then I want to do the Ardennes, then I want to do all the tours, and they're like, yeah, well,
They're like, yes.
200 race
Yes.
days.
yeah. No, and then I did actually just come to a conclusion. I said, like, I trust what races they put me in because
Yeah.
I really do love them all. You know, the Belgian classics are solid, and for some reason, like the years before, I've told myself, you're going to be riding on cobbles in the rain for the rest of your life, so crack on, will ya? And for some reason now I just love Belgium.
They usually say it's best to start on the Ardennes and then go in your later years into the cobbles. But
I'm in the cobbles.
yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
And you're basing yourself in Girona again. You're in Girona, weren't you?
I was in Girona.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're doing that again next year?
Oh,
Haven't thought that
we
far ahead?
haven't. I haven't confirmed, but there's actually been solid consideration. There's a high chance I'll end up in Belgium.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, like our last guest.
Yeah. No, she was in the Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Oh, she was too.
Yeah. No, Belgium as a Belgie.
Right.
Just a little bit something different.
Any other
In
teammates
Ghent. Ghent.
Near Ghent, yeah. No. But, you know, I guess it's a part of the journey. It's like an investment, and I'm really excited to put that investment
And
into
a new experience living in like
there? Just
around
yourself and the
Belgium.
BF.
Yeah. Yep. And, like, the classics are all in Belgium. We spend the first months there.
Yeah.
And because I'm a classics rider, Ardennes, whatever the hell, everything.
Yeah.
I do a bit of everything, actually, which is really awesome.
All-terrain vehicle.
I think it's a good thing.
It is.
I want to really get at home with the roads, really learn them to like for the later years.
Well, you hear like those old stories of Docker and stuff, and they're like, okay, cool. Like it wasn't until I got into like and embraced the Belge.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, cool. I know when I hit this sector and the red doors there, I need to be up the front.
Yeah,
And
positioning.
like to be at that level is just like, fuck yeah,
it's
let's go.
so critical. Like even this year, I was just like, fuck, I should position better. And
I felt the
critical in
same
every
today.
race.
I was like,
It's critical in Unley.
yeah. And then you just realize like, oh, they're so fast, and they know how to do. They know the roads. The roads are their home. It's like having races in Adelaide. I'm like, I know this descent, huh?
Watch me work.
And they know, and they know all the corners, and just I do want to be like I like to do everything pretty solid. So I want to live in Belgium to do it solid.
I love that. That's cool.
So you'll be doing the Australian Summer Nats and
TDU. Yep, all the
And
Australian
Canals.
summer.
Yep.
I love nationals.
Yep.
And TDU and all
So
the
the
races.
crit and the road race?
Yep, crit roadie.
No TT?
No TT this year.
Oh.
How come?
Yep. You know, yeah. You know, I want to be really fast on TT right now, but I'm not.
Okay.
So like investing the time into the road race and the crit, and like my energy can be invested really well for we have a really strong team and we have some really, really solid riders who can really win it. Yeah. And I also, my legs offer good support for those riders at really great times when sometimes it's really hard.
You'd go
for
right
others.
on the Road Nats course, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I love Road Nats. Yeah. And the course suits
Best
me.
course in Australia.
The course suits me well. So, if I'm in good form, it's really awesome to be there for our key riders. And
just on that, where would you like, obviously next year being the last year in Ballarat, where would you like to see the Nationals go? Apart from Adelaide.
Oh. Well,
Or
can't
period.
I say Adelaide?
Yeah, you can. You can say Adelaide.
I can say Adelaide.
That's going to be the obvious choice.
Oh, it'd be Adelaide, but, or just Ballarat reverse. I'm happy with that.
Reverse.
I'm just joking. I just love Ballarat.
Up
Ballarat
through the uni.
reverse would be all right through the uni.
That'd be pretty
wild.
It'd be solid.
He's going back there, I've heard. It's only going to be away for 2 years or 1 to 2 years. And then it is going to go
hell
back.
on earth.
No, not in Queensland. It's too hard for everyone to get there. Fuck Queensland.
It's going to be hot that time of year too.
And then
like horrible.
I reckon, I don't know.
Canberra.
Honestly, I think, I guess so.
What about Wollongong?
Could be good.
Like sort of worlds-ish course.
Yeah. I like the, I don't mind the Cadell's Road Race course either, so it could be just
Yeah.
yeah.
Great Ocean
If they're
Route.
listening, take note.
Just get back to
Cadell. Ballarat as soon as you can. It's just easy.
Yeah.
We've got to move along because we're losing Frankie. Look.
She's zoned out. Too much pro talk. Honestly, switch it off.
All right, we've got some notable mentions though. I forgot this last week because it was a bit hectic.
Yeah, it was.
But Captain Key bought us 4 coffees, coffee each from Hobart. Thank you.
Yeah, he's the director sportive of the Zwift team I race for.
Yeah, Mikhail Liddy bought us 10 coffees.
Shit.
Playing catch up. Love the vulnerable chat about life balance. I think he was talking to you, Wang.
Thank you.
And Willie
Thank you,
Sharp.
Mr. Liddy. Willie Sharp.
Willie Sharp.
Willie Sharp.
5
Is it
coffees to the Keystone lady who assisted to clean my wounds following my glorious knee slide
Miss
at
Piggy,
Tuesday.
isn't it?
I'm not
No,
sure.
that wasn't
No.
me.
It was
So that was,
Frankie,
the E grade crit that I came third in. There was a crash that happened in front of me.
Yes.
So anyway,
On the bottom
after the
corner.
race, I just went up to this bloke and I just
Tapped him on the shoulder
Tapped
and
him on
like,
the
you're
shoulder.
very
You went
beautiful.
high. You're very beautiful. Would you like to be my
Good throwback. That's very good.
very
No, I
nice,
just
yes.
grabbed my drink bottle and started spraying
Just sprayed.
his knee. And
What are you drinking? Lemon juice?
vinegar? I just felt so awful.
It's
I felt-
Windex.
You know the great. No.
Yeah, I do. Windex fix everything.
Yeah.
I just felt awful, so I just wanted to help him. So I just
Spray him with
sprayed
water.
him.
Thank you.
Yeah. So anyway,
Good
thank
work.
you for
But no, thank you for the
donating.
coffees, guys. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Hope you're feeling better too after the.
Yeah, I hope
Crash.
from your crash. I did speak to one of the guys today who came to watch the Unli crit who was in that crash also, and they seemed to be okay. So good work, guys. Anyway, Wang.
All right, let's jump right into it. The main reason why we exist is let's see who's been spinning up around the summit. Jesus, too many Schmirnoff Double Blacks this week, and check out the time for the folks who've been giving us a show. It might be the fast guys, it may be the slow ones, it may even be the ones in between. But like we said, we'll dive into their rides and data a little bit more robustly, and then we'll see who has caught Frankie's eyes on the leaderboard with some hand picks and times and some fun and analysis. So, so fastest men and women of the week.
Before we
KOM
do that,
Butcher.
I've just got a slight update on Garden of Eden.
Oh, good.
yeah.
Apparently, it is not a break, just a large hematoma at the moment.
Thank God.
We'll
Sorry, I thought a
re-X-ray it if you-
hematoma was where your
It's a
butt
bruise.
comes out of your butt.
That's a prolapse, mate.
That's a prolapse. That's the medication you take.
Hematoma is a
just
bruise.
It's
Oh, okay.
So it's a big corky. But
Yeah,
It's a big bruise.
So,
Right.
Extra big.
Well, that's better than breaking his femur.
Yeah.
yes,
It was
so-
swollen.
That was.
Yes, anyway, carrying on. Fastest man and woman of the week.
Yeah, right. So we've got the fastest man. Testicle.
This guy pipped me by 2 seconds as well.
Good.
I was
But it's also a PB.
Oh my
Oh my God, that's a rapid.
By a minute.
A
Was
minute. He did a
He
minute.
was
Was
done
this-
some testing. I was dirty when I saw that he beat me.
Testicle. Testicle, you're going so quick today. He's
That's
gonna
fast.
12:36
Hang on, is that a PB?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a bit.
on a 79-kilometre ride. That's a minute PB, by
He
the
must
way.
be fairly light. 388 watts.
Who is this guy?
Yeah.
He's been riding as an individual in Cat 1 this year.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, Cat 1. Okay.
No, that's okay.
No. Just that's
he
a
goes
lightning.
all right.
That's a rapid time.
He goes all right.
That is a rapid time.
Oh, look
Well
who
up.
we've got as a top women. Your
And
teammate.
then, Dr. Testosterone.
I think I gave that name like a year ago, a long time ago. Because I don't remember.
Talk me through this.
I was expecting, because I know that name, and I thought, I haven't done her before, so I'm just going to give her a good one. And then I just see that my VLOOKUP was like, oh, it's Dr. Testosterone. I was like, what the fuck? Anyway.
Have a look at the top man's heart rate.
Yeah, I
though.
was about to say that. That is up there.
193.
She's working.
Do you know,
I didn't even get that max today.
that's 12 minutes. I wouldn't even see that. That's impressive. You see, I have a theory that little people have high heart rates.
Yes.
They're like brrr, like little birds.
Yeah.
whereas like big people with like, you know, they're just like
big
boom,
heart.
boom, boom,
Yeah.
slower.
Thick.
Yeah. Anyway, 193 BPM. That's for testicle. That's for the
Dr.
fastest men.
Testosterone's heart rate was high as well.
Yeah, 181. That's still high.
She's working.
That's a solid time.
She's hitting her power.
Yeah, she's onto it. So
Just
that's
rightly so, though.
close. 15:15.
She's not
is
far
the
off her
time,
PB.
which is only like, yeah,
I think
30
she can do
seconds.
better, though. I'm just saying.
of course.
Yeah.
And that's on 80-kilometre ride.
Should be chilling.
Sweet.
So that's, so her PB's 14:44.
That's fast.
So 15:15. That's pretty quick.
Fucking rapid.
I'd be going,
What is your
What's
fastest?
your
What's your
Hey, what is
PB?
your PB?
Jesus, guys. Honestly, I reckon it's from 2021.
Like
Got no
Super's
clue.
bunch.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And back in the day. Oh man.
Could have might have been a post chop, possibly as well.
Nah.
Would have been Supers for sure.
Look, I need to do some. To get a few more mentions, I do need to do some more Nortons. So
I can give you an... Oh, no, you've already got a nickname. Huh.
yeah.
Oh, wow. Men's bracket. Let's
Yes.
go. Looks like the 14-minute bunch. First off the ranks, I like this guy. He's a bit of like a... He's been riding for a long
He's been
time.
around. Yep, he has.
We got Ping Pong with a 14 flat.
I don't know if his heart rate's right.
Hang on. 17.10 is a PB. Nah.
But he done a full.
Oh,
What's
hang
going on here, Frankie?
Oh,
I reckon
Frankie.
I haven't updated the...
You've got the columns mixed up. I reckon the PBs are the
No,
times?
that's a PB. So I reckon this person must have been on ages ago and they must have like smashed their PB many times. And
We just haven't seen it
And
since.
I haven't seen it since.
Right. Okay. I
Okay.
still don't believe that their heart
So
rate's
that's a
right.
PB at 14.
Is that good work?
I think so.
Oh, 1 second off the 13 minute.
Right.
Brad.
Faster.
Ping Pong.
Well done.
We've got average power. We've got 370 watts. Not bad. But his heart rate, is he
137.
137
That's
bits per
Frankie's
minute?
resting heart rate.
You know, actually, my resting heart rate at the moment when I wake up is 48.
Yeah, right. That's good.
Yeah, mine's working hard.
After
These are
12.
two Schmirnoffs.
All right, what's next?
65. What
I'm
have we
gonna
got?
start
We've got
cuddling you in a minute.
podcast favourite. I saw him today.
I love this bloke.
Mr. Schmirnoff. We've got a 1420. His PB is fucking rapid with 1149 PB.
That was when he changed his name.
Yeah, he's just chilling. So average 341 watts, 164 beats per minute. Third, we have, I like this one, the Giant Bush
Play on words.
with a
Thank you.
1430. No power, no heart rate. All right, we'll go with that. That's fine. Fourth, we have Wee Begin. Wee Begin. With a 1438. His PB is 1335. So I don't know if it's a 51% difference there.
There's a
But
whole lot of numbers going wrong here.
yeah, what's going on with this look
I
up?
think I don't know. I mean, I'm
Just
looking
the
at. I'm
vibe?
looking. No, I'm looking at the
You only have
actual
2 days to get this right. Part-time,
the
Frankie.
thing, and it looks like it's looking up the right. Oh fuck! I can't even think.
That's all right. That's all right.
Just
We don't
continue.
make
Make it work.
That's fine. That's fine. Last but not least, we have Schnitzel von Krumm with a very low time of 1443. You not like that? With Hercules Morse as big as a horse. We got a 1443. So that's a PB. Well done.
Good work.
To 49k ride, no power, but 176 beats per minute. So he's working. So well
He
done.
also
to,
won his category overall for Super Series as well.
Did he?
Yep.
Yeah.
So well done,
Nice.
Schnitzel von Krumm.
Well done.
Fabulous.
What about
For the women.
Frank
Schnitzel right now.
Schneschner?
So we have Farts or Us, who's done a 21:13
Because it's all right.
on a 63-kilometre ride. A strange earthworm who's done a 21:55 on a 38-kilometre ride. No heart rate or data there.
Earthworm.
Then we have Wormhole, who was doing
Worms going on?
182
Worms here. Did you get worms?
I don't know.
Next up we have
182
convention.
beats per minute, who's done a 21:56 on a 69-kilometre ride.
Carrying over and down.
We have Fleabag, who's coming in again this week on a 22:09 with a PB of 20:43.
A lot of microorganisms in this theme right
Yeah,
now.
I know, right? And then we
Targeted
have
ride, 20k.
Yeah, I know, right?
20K.
And then we have Ultegra Offender, who's come back after
good
not
work.
being around Norton for a while.
Just hanging around at Derrimut.
Who did a 22:23 on a 45-kilometre ride.
Lightweight.
Now, Alex,
Yes.
hand pick.
Oh, hand pick.
Yes.
What have we
So
got?
this chappie, back
his
in maybe
name?
like 2015, we attempted the largest group Everest probably to date at that point. And you know the Cleveland Access Road down off of, no, you guys might not. Anyway, we started there at midnight and did an Everest through that. It was hectic. Unfortunately, he didn't make it through that time. But he's back on the podcast with a 1914 up Norton Summit for Harry Uz Crack.
That's a good one. I'll give you that. You need to get back to this. You need to get back to it.
41k day, 164 beats per minute.
Hey, that was new to the podcast.
Yeah.
I made that up today.
I love.
Thank you.
Good work.
Amazing.
Good work.
All right.
Alrighty, what's
Wangy.
happening in the week ahead?
What is happening this week, Wang?
All right, so next Sunday, the 26th, we have the Adelaide Hill Cycling Club Forest and Road Race at Gamaraka.
Let me tell you a story about Gamaraka.
Yeah, that was your story last week, wasn't it?
I almost edited
that
that
story?
out. I felt so bad.
Then we have the Adelaide Masters Cycling Club also next Sunday. Come on, guys, fucking communicate. We've got Lenny's 90th birthday celebration handicap at Outer Harbour. Then we have Oz Cycling on Tuesday the 21st and Wednesday the 22nd, sprint and para advanced junior training at the Superdrome. Oz Cycling on the 26th of November.
Christ.
Also, we've got the Hut 6 BMX State Series round 6.
Just for those listening,
In the
that
Copper
is
Coast?
a rescheduled one. So if you've been signed up and it might not be the date you were thinking, please check Entry Boss for that one.
Yeah, the entry boss really easy to use as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I disagree. Sorry.
Click on events. There is an events little tab.
Yeah.
Click on that, and then it cascades in ascending or descending, depending on how we like to sort it.
I think it's fine if you know how to use it.
No, but that's quite
Yeah,
easy.
yeah.
Like you click on events. There's a tab.
If you're
there.
a newbie and you get overwhelmed with all this shit, anyway, let's have another podcast discussion.
We're going to have a mass debate.
Alrighty. Yep,
What have we got?
Then we have Port Adelaide Cycling Club on Tuesday the 21st. We have round 2 of the City
Critty.
Critty at Adelaide Parklands. South Coast Cycling Monday the 20th.
Tomorrow.
Any woman, any bike, and junior track training.
Yes.
Edwards Velodrome. Frankie.
Frankie,
Frankie.
that's enough for you, buddy.
No more double blacks for me.
Oh my god.
You should go out to that.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
Take
take
your
Marie to
bike out there.
Carey.
And then we also have Southern Coast Cycling Wednesday the 22nd and Friday the 21st.
24th. You
Holy
peanut.
shit.
Wow.
Training and racing at
Junior?
Town Velodrome.
So, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, Strava warriors, and
Yes.
creatures all in between, if you have enjoyed yourself, why don't you give us a follow through your favourite podcast apps and access all of our episodes through YouTube as well. Please subscribe, hit the bell icon. And don't forget to tell all your friends and share it all over the social medias.
Well, so sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
dearie me. Wow, we've kept you
Sorry
up.
to keep you
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. We're also all over the socials when we give you updates. Sorry.
How?
Let you know when
the
new
prolapse.
episodes
The
are
prolapse, yeah.
out.
You get more back on
along
the Prozac.
with other podcast news. I can't read this podcast news information. And if you want to support, I'm losing my mind. Someone else read
Has your contact gone in the back of your head again?
no, but oh man.
So if you want to support
Thank
the
you.
podcast,
Yeah.
head over
Bunch
to
of
Buy Me a
people.
Coffee page like those lovely humans that have donated in the last couple of weeks. And if you donate, we'll give you a shout out on the podcast and also just a massive thank you from the bottom of all of our hearts.
Yeah, we would love your feedback and to know your thoughts. So hit us up. Let's have a chat through our Facebook or Instagram page, or definitely shoot us through an email to RADelaide@gmail.com.
And with that...
All right, I've got a joke.
All right,
Oh,
here we go.
All right, what do you got?
Apologies in advance to any of our multi-ethnic listeners.
Here we go.
What do you call a one-legged Indian?
a wog.
What?
A wog. One.
I'd like to know your thoughts on
What
that.
do you call
What?
a one?
Can we just...
Well, look,
What do you call a one-legged Indian?
OLG. A one-eyed bat.
Are you sure you didn't have Schmirnoff Double?
What do you
What-
call
what
it?
What do you call it, Wang?
Balancing.
My gosh. We'll see you on the summit this
Bye-bye.
week.
Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao.
I don't get it.